Hello everyone, nice to see you all today. I will be doing a tarot reading by myself, although Robbie is literally over there. But I guess this is maybe some practice for myself because I never normally do tarot readings. Even for my own self, normally get Robbie to do them. And I guess I should preface with I don't know every individual meaning that tarot has in terms of like its actual standardized like the images and everything, but I kind of just read based off intuition or whatever flows, whatever comes to me, you know. I mean, I guess that's how you're supposed to do it, but yeah, so some of the meanings I don't pick up on, and if they're not exactly correct, that's why. I just don't actually know the correct meanings for them. I just base it off the pictures and I guess feeling. So based on my intuition, just feeling the energy of within myself and the world, I think we're approaching a time where, like at my last tarot reading, life is slowing down, or that, you know, we could say the universe or God wants us to slow down, to enjoy the moment, enjoy the peace in whatever we have. And I don't know if the tarot reading will say anything like that today, or it'll be different, but I know for myself and for Robbie and probably for a lot of people, we spend a lot of our time worrying and focusing on what isn't going right, but then maybe the solution to that is just to relax and let things go, to not worry as much as we do. It's coming from a very anxious past that I've had in terms of worrying about things all the time throughout my whole life. In there, I can recognize when I was younger, I had more freedom and less responsibility, and I could have probably enjoyed it more, but you don't think about that when you're young. Oh, okay. One came out. Looks like... Oh, another one came out. Okay. Came out reversed. Hopefully that's not bad. For this particular card. I feel like these two cards want to be talked about. Alright, so it's this card. Wait, what is... I think this is the Two of Cups, I'm guessing, because there's cups in it. I don't know, my feeling is that maybe it's partnership in the sense of collaboration. Maybe this is a time in your life where you are embarking on a goal or a journey and you haven't felt maybe that safe with other people, or with collaborating, sharing your ideas, sharing your own self with others, and maybe even to your own self. But this is saying that this is a time to share with the world and those around you what desires, what goals you have, because every goal and every desire is meant to be fulfilled. That's why God gives it to us. We're not supposed to live our lives unhappy and sad because we don't think we can get what we want. Yeah, and now I'm noticing there's like a little house at the back, a little home, but it's like, in a way, it's sort of like far away. It's like they've journeyed out together to do this journey. But then, I don't know, to me this red thing kind of like might symbolize possible problems within the union of, you know, obviously when we, you know, express our ideas, we always have the chance of being rejected or of people not understanding us. And I feel like this maybe, I don't know, to me that's what that represents, is that there's always the chance of not being understood. That doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't try to be understood, because we all want to be understood and we all want people to understand our own experiences. But yeah, maybe also the home represents leaving. Oh wait, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, maybe the home there represents leaving our comfort zones, especially when it comes to, like I said, expressing our ideas and sharing with other people how we feel. Maybe it also has to do with that, emotional, just learning how to speak about our emotions and what we really want. I mean, yeah, it sort of goes hand in hand. Alright, there's that one. Alright, this Temperance card came out. This one, yo, Robbie.
I was gonna write it down for you on a piece of paper. A balance, a temperance upright represents maintaining balance and abstinence.
Right. Abstinence. That doesn't sound fun. Alright, so it's about balance, and I'm just trying to like read it because it's sort of reversed.
Oh, reversed means yeah, there you go.
Alright, just looking at this card. Yeah, I guess you can see, like, obviously the person is balancing the water into 2 cups and dipping their toe into the water. I don't know, based off just the image, it could be how I see it. Yeah, somebody trying to balance the material world and trying to keep themselves afloat, or rather just trying to juggle the priorities and, you know, the things that happen in everyday life. But then the toe is like her foot dipping into the water. I see that as almost like there's always this part of us that needs to understand the unconscious, because water normally represents our unconscious, or the collective unconscious, and it represents our own unconsciousness, the things within us, you know, our imagination, the imaginings we might have towards any particular thing. But then, yeah, because it's reversed, maybe it's representing that maybe we're a bit out of balance right now, or that we don't feel completely, whoever might be watching this, might not feel completely in balance in their life, or just in general, maybe just within their own minds. But then it's almost like the top part now becomes the unconsciousness, that maybe that's what we have to focus on. What are the parts of ourselves that are hindering us? What are the parts of ourselves that are causing this misbalance within our lives? Because upright, you know, if we have the chance to soar, this person has wings to soar like an angel. But then obviously reversed, you know, everything's upside down, so how are you going to start flying if you don't feel at peace, or if you don't feel like you have the stability to take flight? That might resonate. Let's do another card, see what comes out. And with these tarot cards, I normally just, I don't know, I feel like, yeah, a lot of people do it, they just wait. I had a feeling about this card, so a lot of people just wait for the cards to come out, which is what I do, but then people also just draw them, so I guess it's free to do whatever you wish. I don't know if I feel that card. Didn't really jump out. Oh, alright, that jumped out. Just do maybe just 2 cards at a time, because okay. It's the 2 of Swords. She looks very I guess blinded. She's blinded at the moment. This ocean again, water's behind her. Maybe it's like, you know, is blind to her own unconscious, or is trying to leave it behind by turning away from it. And you know, you obviously have power, which might be represented by the swords. You have great power within you, we all do, to do whatever it is we wish to do in this world, in this life, to bring joy to others, to bring joy to ourselves. But the blindfold means, I mean, how are you going to defend yourself? Or how are you going to realize or see your desires into, you know, fruition, if blindfolded and you can't see in front of you. And also it's almost like she's ready to attack, or she's ready to defend herself. But how are you going to defend yourself if you're, blind to the world? I don't know, what does the Two of Swords normally mean, Robbie?
Two of Swords kind of blinded by... Two kind of represents like a crossroads in this situation, and Swords represents thoughts. Okay. She's at a crossroads with, she has to make a decision, but the stress of it is blinding her and killing her. And you can see the water in the back, which represents her emotions. So it's like, she's at a crossroads. She has to make a decision.
She can't. What do you say?
She's blinded by like the emotions that are taking over.
Oh, how? I guess based off that, I would also say that maybe not blinded by your emotions, but it's that you don't want to look at your emotions. Because that's the vibe I get from the image, at least. It's like she's defending herself or pushing people away, trying to look as scary as she can with the Two Swords so that nobody gets too close. But then she's also blind because maybe she's blind because what she really wants is closeness, is comfort, is connection to people. But you put these walls up and now you're guarded because of the past, because of the emotions that have happened before, situations. And that's natural. When we're hurt by people, we don't want to be around other people. We don't want to be hurt again. So maybe that's also what this represents, that we're hurt, or that right now you might be hurt by others, or you might feel hurt by the world, feel hurt by life. And so now you put up your guard and put up these Two Swords, and you've blindfolded yourself so you don't have to see anyone or see anything that might cause you pain. You want to inflict the pain. You don't want to be caused pain. You don't want to be hurt. But as you can see, she's alone by herself, sitting, and it's no way to live, to keep our guard up for the rest of our lives. Maybe I guess the solution to this would be maybe to soften. And then on this is the next card, which the Sun. And I take the Sun, how I see it, it's like our inner child. Is that what it is? Like, is that the normal reason, Robbie?
Sorry?
The Sun is like the inner child?
The Sun represents, happiness and usually the inner child and bliss.
Yeah, so I'd say that this card, the solution to this card would be to follow our emotions, to actually delve into our emotions. What is causing us the most pain? What are the pains from our childhood that are keeping us from seeing the sun, from seeing the light, and from letting us capture and express our joy? So you might be right now at a time in your life where you feel very hurt by people, very hurt by the past, very hurt by the emotions you felt your whole life. But there's nothing wrong with that. We have to feel this pain. The only way to get through our pain is to feel it. And so maybe that's what this is we're avoiding our pain. We're avoiding trying to push everything away, push everyone away because of how much hurt we've been through. But the true solution to our problems is that it's not that we don't need people. That's not the solution. We do need people. We need love. We need connection. We need care. That's what, every child self wants to be cared for and wants to be loved. When we're a kid, that's all we want. And when we're adults, that's all we want. And so maybe to reclaim our child self is to admit to ourselves what our true desires are, what our true urges, and what our true feelings about not just life, but just ourselves. Like, what do we truly want and need to feel fulfilled? And we always think it's more money or more this or more some sort of material thing, but really the most satisfying things that we can hold in life is the connections we have to others, to the ones closest to us, or to find more people who want to be close to us and who want to connect to us. That's also what we desire the most. And so maybe don't try to push away your feelings. Admit to yourself what you're feeling. Embrace your feelings. Love your feelings. Love yourself. Love the child self that only wants to be loved. And admit to yourself that you don't want to be like this. You don't want to be closed off from the world and closed off from others and guarded. You want to be, in a place of happiness, in a place of love, in a place of joy. But that only comes through admitting to ourselves, how do we really feel? What are we going through? What pains have caused us to not trust life and ourselves and other people and God? So maybe find your inner peace through simply accepting that there's a part of you that's deeply hurt. And we all have been hurt in life, it's the natural thing that comes through being a human, sadly. But the solution isn't to push people away or yourself away. It is to reclaim the true, authentic, self that you are, which is closer to your child self than it is probably your adult self, because most of our adult selves are just collections of behavior that people tell us, are acceptable. Yeah. How long has this been going? 16 minutes. Maybe do one more. Do one more card. This wanted to come out. Now I'll leave that. I don't know about that one. That feels alright. If no one wants to come out. Alright, no, mine came out. I'm finally thinking or feeling that it might just be this card. I guess in relation to the last card, this is the 4 of Wands.
Oh, that's a very nice card. 4 in numerology represents, upright especially is good, represents stability. We can see people celebrating here. Wands is actions. They seem to be, celebrating a wedding, matrimony, or a party or something. Celebrating life and love and friendship.
No, maybe how I'll relate this to the other cards is that maybe these two people, one of them is your child self and one of them is, the you that you take yourself to be now. You need this union. It could be a wedding, you need to marry yourself in a sense, or marry the parts of yourself that are broken.
Be in matrimony.
Yeah. And join together those parts of yourself that are broken off. Marriage isn't just physical or a relationship thing with other people. We need to care about ourselves and care about the parts of ourselves that don't feel loved, because we all have, splits within ourselves that all think different things. And so maybe this is the union of the current self you take yourself to be and the other parts of yourself that you haven't been embracing and been pushing away. And through this marriage, there will be celebration, there will be happiness, there will be joy, because that's all you really want. All of your desires, money or whatever else you think you need, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is, it's all because we're trying to escape how we really feel. We don't want to accept that we don't feel good. And through the marriage of anyone, or even a physical, relationship marriage, you need to accept the bad with the good. You can't push somebody else away just because they sometimes don't make you feel good. Because it's just a natural part of life. Sometimes you won't feel good based off other people's reactions and actions. But that doesn't always mean we have to push them away, and we don't have to push ourselves away. When we feel bad, why do we push ourselves away? When other people feel bad, why do we push them away? Or if they make us feel bad, Why do we just push them away and not try to tell them, hey, this is how I'm feeling? And it's usually because we don't have this sort of relationship with ourselves either. We avoid ourselves, push ourselves away, and say, that's not right. We know I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't be this way. So maybe we need to marry ourselves in the sense of, like I said, bringing ourselves together so that we're one, person, not splits, trying to do different things, believing this will make me happy, this will make me happy, So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm still practicing and getting better through this journey because I'm very new to tarot, but I thank you for watching.